Well, hello there and welcome back to my channel, or of course welcome to my channel if you're new. If you are new, then hello, lovely to meet you. My name is Alex, and if you are new here, make sure you stick around and subscribe. If you're not new and you've been here for a while, then why not make sure the notification bell is switched on just so you're notified of every single time that I upload. Now for today's video, I have a super exciting one because I'm finally sitting down to test out the Melt Cosmetics and Nightmare Before Christmas Christmas Town collection. Now if you are a watcher of my channel, you know I did also get the Halloween Town collection. That review is already up, that went up ages ago, so definitely check that out if you haven't already. For today's video, I'm going to be doing the part 2 collab review, which is for Christmas Town. So just a little bit of a rundown for this collection. This is the one that you get the zero makeup bag, you get the like purple and green lipsticks, there's a Christmas Town eyeshadow palette, and there's also glitter eye gels and the cream and blush highlighter duo. Obviously this is my completed look here, but if you wanted to see what I use from the collection and also what I thought of them, then please keep watching. Okay, as you can tell, I've got barely any makeup on. I've just got primer, foundation and concealer because the first product we're going to be trying from the collection is the cream blush and highlight duo. So this is in the shade Deadly Nightshade, and this is what the packaging looks like. It is so cute. I just love all the packaging for this entire collection and the Halloween Town collection. I've got the mirror here because we didn't get a mirror in this second collab. So this is what the packaging looks like. And then these are the shades. I mean, they look absolutely beautiful, like definitely shades I would use. I'm not too sure about this cream highlighter. If I do use a liquid highlighter, I'm going to reach for a liquid, not like a balmy sort of cream texture. I don't know how that's going to go on my skin, but we will soon find out. There is obviously a cute little mirror in there as well with all of the like the potions and stuff that Sally uses, and it says I had a terrible vision. So firstly, I'm going to take the cream blush. It is coming off on the sponge nicely, and I think it has got some shimmer in it as well. So let's apply this to the skin. I'm not a big fan of the split pan just because I feel like I can't get enough product on my sponge, and also with the cross contamination, like, I don't know, that is definitely not my thing. Okay, so this is the blush on. It is a really pretty like baby pink shade. It's not super pigmented. It definitely goes on really sheer, but you can build it in a few layers to get to like this sort of colour. Now because this is a fair pink, obviously it's not going to work for everyone, so I wish they would have kind of just either stuck to cream blushes or cream highlighters and did like a lighter and a deeper shade, just so everyone got the use out of it, that sort of thing. But yeah, it is a pretty colour. The formula is quite like dewy and wet on the skin, so I would most definitely have to set this. And I'm intrigued to know what this is like once it's set as well, and whether it will still be a bit tacky or something, because yeah, based off of like how it looks, not the typical type of cream sort of product I would use, just because it does have that like balmy, oily sort of texture. But let's see how the rest of my makeup goes. So next I'm going to take this cream highlight. I think I'll take it on a little sponge, just because I don't know how this is going to go on the skin. I've just put it on the bottom of a sponge. I'm going to just apply it. Okay, so that is the cream highlight on. It has that sort of balmy texture, but then it has gold shimmer particles in it. So I'm actually intrigued on how that will look once I set it with powder, because normally shades like this, you can still see the shimmer come through the powder, which is quite pretty actually. It would be better for me because a product like this, I just have to set. Like, my skin is far too oily for products like this. So if it could still show through the powder, then I would be more happy with it. Okay, before I put some powder, blush and highlight on, I just want to come back with my face set, bronzer on and brows on, just to show you what my base is currently looking like. So this is the complexion here, as you can see, completely set, and you can see the gold shimmer still on my face even though it's completely set. So even though I'm not a fan of the formula as such, I can still see the gold shimmer underneath the powder, which kind of makes it a little bit more worth it in my eyes, because if it just was like a sheeny sort of highlight and didn't really show through, it'd be a bit of a pointless step. But because I can see the gold shimmer running through, like you can actually see the reflection on my cheek, it is actually really pretty. And as for the blush, obviously I have my bronzer on, but I can still see a little bit of it peeking through. So overall, I'm not like a huge fan of this, and before even testing the rest of the products, I already know this is not going to be my favourite product in the collection, but the products do work on me. It's just not my preference of formulas, and I also think they should have brought like a couple of these out just to cover as many skin tones as possible. I'm just going to take a little bit of Too Faced Cloud Crush Tequila Sunset just to intensify the blush a little bit, just to bring some colour back to my cheeks. Then for highlighter, I'm just going to take a little bit of a Benefit Cookie. I feel like I've not spoken about this highlighter in a very long time on my channel, but it's still one of my favourites. I just honestly haven't reached for it in ages, and I found it in a box while I was like scurrying for a different sort of highlight to use, and I was like, oh my god, I'm using that ASAP. It's still one of the absolute best highlighters on the market, and you cannot tell me otherwise. I just picked out a random spray from my box because I haven't organised my makeup collection yet, but those videos will be coming very soon because my storage is actually being put up tomorrow, which is really exciting. This is the Revolution Candy Haze Sweet Dreams Fixing Spray, just to melt all of my powders together. Okay, my face is all done, and now we are moving on to eyes. So we have the Christmas Town eyeshadow palette. This is exactly the same like size and format as the Halloween Town palette, but this one has a picture of Jack as Sandy Claus, and it is like motion picture like the Halloween Town one as well. And then this is the colour story for the Christmas Town palette. I like it because we have our reds and we have our greens, which are the Christmas colours. There's a gold shimmer, and then there are some purples as well to go with the sort of theme of the packaging and things like that. But I am really happy they've done red and green, and they've also done like a mid-tone and a deep colour of that shade. I think we are going to do something Christmassy just because this is a Christmas Town collection and we are getting closer and closer to Christmas. Okay, so I've just primed my eyes. I finally have my Revolution Super Base back. It was in a random box somewhere, honestly, but I'm just glad to have it back. I think I'm going to play it safe. I'm going to do green on the lids and then red on the lower lash line, just so it is Christmassy themed, but I don't want to make such a mess of it like I did the Halloween Town collection. Like, I actually want this to be a really pretty look. So firstly, I'm going to take Smithereens, which is the deep green in the palette, and I'm going to start by sort of just like applying that to most of my lid at the bottom and like keeping it sort of underneath my crease. I am also taking my time with building this up as well, because I know these shadows can be a bit more intense, but I am just taking my time to like place the shadow down, and then I'm like building the pigment. And then I'm going to take the shade Eureka, which is this really beautiful like chartreusey limey sort of green, just to blend out that colour there. You know, for melt, these shadows are quite powdery. Like, this is a very expensive palette. I think on its own it's like 50 quid. I feel like I shouldn't have taken that Smithereen shade up so high because I feel like I've not got a lot of blending room, but it's okay. I'm just going back in with the darker green just to add it in the middle slightly, just so it blends a little bit better. And you know what? I don't actually think I've played with melt colourful shadows before, like up until these collections, so it's been interesting using the colourful shades from Melt. And I'm going to take the tiniest bit of No One's Dead, which is this really pale blue sort of colour. I'm not really sure where that comes from. I think I would have preferred it to be like an actual white, but it is a very, very pale, powdery blue. Again, just putting that on my brush and just blending out. Oh, it's going in my brow hair. That's hilarious. And just blending out the very, very top edges again, just to make it a little bit more blended. I think I'm just going to take a tiny bit more of that Smooth Brains and just make sure I have it tucked in the inner corner and brow bone. Not brow bone, inner corner and outer corner. Fabulous. So these green shades have been a dream to work with. Super pigmented, really easy to blend, like wow, I really love them. Then I think for the middle of my lid, I know it seems like I'm only going for the greens, but this look is not finished yet, don't worry. I am going to take the green shimmer in the palette, which is called Mistletoe, and we do have these glitter eye gels, which I'm so excited to try, and one of them has like a bluey sort of colour to it, so I thought that would go really nice on top of Mistletoe, so that's why I'm taking that shade. You won't necessarily see this, I don't think, but I've obviously never used Melt glitter gels before, so I'm really excited to try it. But this, for the first part, is going to go in the middle of my lid. And this is a really really pretty green shimmer. It's not super pigmented, I must say. Like, usually shimmers apply really good on your finger, but these do have quite a thin formula. Okay, for the lower lash line, I'm firstly going to take this red here, which is called Sandy Claws, and I am going to put that all the way across. Okay, and then the outer lower lash line, I'm going to take the shade Nightmare, which is the deeper, sort of more burgundy red. I'm going to take it on the same brush just because I'm only really intensifying outer lash line. Okay, so that is the palette for now. I'm now going to dive into these glitter eye gels. So we have two shades. We have Making Christmas, which I think is the one I'm going to use on my lid, and then we have Zero. So this is what they look like. They're just in pots like this, and then this is the Making Christmas shade. Like, how gorgeous is that? And it's just going to go beautifully on top of this green. And then we also have a Zero shade, which is the more neutral icy one. So that is what it looks like. I have no idea how to use these. I've never used a glitter eye gel in my life. I assume it's going to work well with a flat brush, and then I'll just put it on top of the shimmer in the middle of my lid. It's literally like a putty jelly rather than gel. I'm not really too sure. I've got a little bit on the brush. Let's add this, see what it looks like. Oh my goodness, that is absolutely beautiful. Now I am intrigued to see if this dries down, because I do get oily lids. If this doesn't dry down, then that is a little bit of a problem. I mean, that is absolutely stunning. The way it reflects, like, wow. They're not transferring on the top of my lid, which is great. It does feel like it's drying down. It doesn't feel cold and wet anymore, which is a good sign. I am obsessed with that. Wow. And the colour is gorgeous. Okay, to finish off the eyeshadow, I'm going to take Experiments, which is this neutrally gold shimmer down here. Okay, so this is my completed eye look with the Melt and Nightmare Before Christmas Town palette and glitter eye gel. I am obsessed with this look. Honestly, didn't know how today was going to go, but I'm really pleased. I absolutely love this. Okay, so I'm going to go finish off my eyes off camera, and then I'll be right back so we can test out the lipstick. Okay, so I'm back. I have now finished off my eyes. So I did actually end up putting on the black gel liner by Melt, but I think my one's dried out. If you have any tips to like bring this back to life, please let me know, because Melt is not the simplest of companies to ship to the UK. So yeah, If I can revive this somehow, please let me know, because my brown one has that wet consistency, whereas this one doesn't. It did still work, but it did take a little bit more effort. But I just put that on my top lash line. I didn't do a wing or anything, just to line it where my lash band was going. For my waterline, I did use a little bit of this Norvina chroma stick. I've had this for absolute ages. I've never used like any of them. I have the full set somehow, and I think they are drying out. I don't know if it even made any sort of difference, but I did put it in my waterline. For mascara, I used my Rimmel Thrill Seeker just for my bottom lashes, and then for the lashes I've got on, I used again the P. Louise Wispy Workshop set in the style Baker's Wink. So let me know down below what you think of this makeup look. I am absolutely obsessed. I love how it turned out, and now we need to finish it off with a lipstick. So there's 2 lipsticks in this collection, like there was with Halloween Town. We have How Jolly and Shop Down. So this is How Jolly. This is what the packaging looks like, and I actually don't know which one I'm going to use yet, but this is the packaging. It is the same as the cream blush and highlighter, and How Jolly is a green shade, but it has a bit of a sheen to it, as you can see. It's really pretty. I feel like is it going to be too much? I'm not sure. And then we have Shop Down. Packaging looks like this, and this is in the same packaging as the other one, and this is another purple, which I was quite upset about, because there is already like a deep purple in the Halloween Town collection, so I just would have preferred this to even be a red to go with the Christmas theme and not another purple, because let's be real, I don't use purple lipstick enough. Some people that buy this might wear it all the time, but it's not a lipstick I reach for a lot. So to have 2 deep purple lipsticks, I'm a bit like, it's a little bit like wasteful, just because I know I'm not going to get full use out of them. So those are both of the lipstick swatch. As you can see, the green one does have a bit of sheen to it. As much as I really want to try this green, because it's different for me, I don't normally wear green lipstick, I think it's going to be too much green. Where I have it on my lid, I just feel like it's going to be too much green. So I'm going to use the purple, which is called Shop Down. This purple is a bit different to the other purple. This one is a lot more cool toned, whereas the other purple was warm toned. Okay, so this is the colour Shot Down. I definitely think this works better with the eyes. I definitely should have just put this on just to see how it looked, and then I could have taken it off and put that one on instead. But yeah, I just don't think that would have gone with the look. This colour is so beautiful, so pigmented. The formula isn't my favourite. Like I said in the Halloween Town review, these are matte lipsticks, and they are that type of matte where they do drag on the lips a little bit, and you have to build them up to get them to like full pigment. But once you do get them to this point, they are really, really stunning and super pigmented, and they feel comfortable on the lips. Like, it's not like a liquid lipstick where you can really feel it like seeped into like every crack of your lips. Like, honestly, this is a comfortable matte lipstick, which is good. For me, it's not a colour that I use on the regular, but it is still a beautiful lipstick. Okay, so this is my completed makeup with the Melt Cosmetics and Nightmare Before Christmas Town collection. Please let me know down below your thoughts. I would love to know. I definitely would say my favourite part of the collection are the palette and the glitter eye gel, and my least favourite is probably this, the cream blush and highlight duo, just because it's just not something I'd reach for on the regular. I like the formula of those lipsticks, and I just think the formula of this is not my complete cup of tea, so that's why it's my least favourite. But I definitely will reach this again. I mean, I spent a lot of money on this collection. Like, I will be getting my use out of all of it. As for both of the collections, I'd say I definitely prefer the look I did with the Christmas Town collection over the Halloween Town collection, but I do prefer the theme of Halloween Town, i.e. like the gel liners, the autumnal lipstick, highlighter, the mirror. Like, I think I just prefer the Halloween Town collection a little bit better, but I definitely think this look is way better than the Halloween Town collection look. Let me know down below, please. I would love to know your thoughts. It's a very expensive collection. Obviously, don't forget you do also get the makeup bag in the collection as well. I think some of it's still available. Let me just double check. Yeah, so I'm pretty certain the entire Christmas Town collection is still available, even the bundle itself, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, so everything's available for Christmas Town collection. Just some bits from Halloween Town are sold out, like the full collection and the bag. Oh my god, wait, no, they've restocked some of the Halloween Town stuff. Oh, that's cool. Okay, if you missed out on some of the Halloween Town stuff, definitely check out their website below. I will leave it linked. And of course, the Christmas Town collection will be there too. I think they have a whole tab just for the Nightmare Before Christmas stuff. So yeah, that's really exciting. I'm really glad I picked up these collections. I'm obsessed with Nightmare Before Christmas. I have my Primark jumper on at the moment. I'm wearing the pajamas at the moment. I'm just loving my Nightmare Before Christmas life, and I really enjoyed doing this makeup look. So I'm going to wrap this video up here. I really hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, please let me know by smashing the thumbs up button. Comment down below, let me know what you think of this look, and of course, if you haven't already, please subscribe down below, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.